Good evening, dear viewers. Welcome to our news broadcast. First, the headlines. Loan opportunity to members of the National War Disabled Veterans Association. Meeting on developing understanding on intellectual and developmental disability. Heavy rain leaves Cairo streets flooded. Syria reports Israeli air attack on targets in Damascus area. In our domestic news, the Eritrea National War Disabled Veterans Association extended to its members in the Kamhara subzone 40,000 Nakfa loan each with a view to enable them initiate income generation activities and thereby improve their livelihoods. At a ceremony held on the 22nd of October, Mr. Abraham Kaflatsian, head of rehabilitation and reintegration at the association, said that the loan support was extended to members that have experience in agricultural and dairy farming activities and are expected to return their loans in 3 years' time. Calling on the beneficiaries to work diligently for the success of the project they are initiating, Mr. Fesahaya Tesfa Mikhail, Deputy Chairman of the Association, said that the benchmark for the success of the project depends on the improvement of livelihoods of the beneficiaries and the speedy return of the loans. Commending the opportunity they were provided with, the beneficiaries expressed conviction to work hard for the success of their project and improve their livelihoods. The National Association of Intellectual and Developmental Disability organized a meeting in Mandafara on 27 October aimed at developing the understanding of the public on intellectual and developmental disability. Mr. Jakob Heile, head of Human Resources Development of the association, said that even though intellectual and developmental disability is burdensome and complicated at times, it could be improved and developed if properly treated. Mr. Jacob also said that the Ministry of Labour and Social Welfare is playing due part in organizing awareness-raising program and encouraging partners to contribute their part in the effort. Mr. Kalaptas Faselasya, Director General of Social Service in the Southern Region, on his part, said that strong effort will be exerted in the Southern Region to repeat the achievement registered in the Central Region 10 years back. The participants on their part conducted extensive discussion on and adopted various recommendations. The National Association of Intellectual and Developmental Disability has been established under the auspices of the Ministry of Labour and Social Welfare with a mission to ensure the rights of citizens with intellectual and developmental disability. Announcement from the Ministry of Health. One patient has been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 in tests carried out today at testing station in the Central Region. On the other hand, 2 patients who have been receiving medical treatment in hospital in the Central Region have recovered fully and have been discharged from the facility. The total number of recovered patients has accordingly increased to 10,082, while the number of deaths stands at 103. The total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has increased to 10,188. Ministry of Health, Asmara, 28 October 2022. That was our domestic news. Please stay tuned for the international right after the short break. Heavy thunder showers and hailstorms hit large parts of Greater Cairo, including the Egyptian capital, as well as several provinces yesterday. As a result, streets were flooded and traffic disrupted. The rain comes at a time when the densely populated capital is used to more than 200 days of sunshine a year. The Egyptian Meteorological Authority, the EMA, issued a warning of unstable weather conditions nationwide, according to local media. State media Haram cited the Egyptian Ministry of Irrigation, which said it was ready to deal with the heavy rain. The number of weather, climate and water-related disasters increased by a factor of 5 over the past 50 years, a recent multi-agency report revealed. Sub-Saharan Africa has been particularly affected. Countries including South Sudan, Chad, Cameroon, and Nigeria are experiencing worst floods in decades. Israeli airstrikes have hit targets in the vicinity of the Syrian capital Damascus, marking the 3rd such attack in a week, Syrian state media reported. The Syrian military said Israeli missiles were fired in the morning hours yesterday at sites near Damascus, and that air defenses had confronted the missile aggression and downed most of them. There were no casualties reported. The attack follows similar airstrikes last Friday and a rare daytime air attack on Monday, which wounded a soldier, according to the Syrian army. The attack on Friday was the first such reported raid since September of 2022, when Syria's defense ministry said missile strikes on Damascus International Airport and nearby military posts south of the capital killed 5 soldiers. Israel, which does not comment on such attacks, has carried out hundreds of strikes on targets inside government-controlled parts of Syria in recent years, but rarely acknowledges or discusses the operations. Israel claims it has targeted bases of Iran-allied fighters in Syrian groups. Tehran has sent thousands of fighters to support Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's forces. Now a recap of tonight's headlines. Loan opportunity to members of the National War Disabled Veterans Association. Meeting on developing understanding on intellectual and developmental disability. Heavy rain leaves Cairo streets flooded. Syria reports Israeli air attack on targets in Damascus area. And that was our news for tonight, dear viewers. It is good night from us.